Welcome to Vital Life Stories. Meet Jack, a young dreamer trapped in the endless cycle of waiting for tomorrow to come. He spends hours scrolling through social media, watching others succeed while his own ambitions gather dust in the dark corners. Every night, he promises himself that things will change, whispering the seductive lie that tomorrow is the perfect day to start. But deep down, a paralyzing fear of failure grips his heart, making the first step feel like climbing a giant mountain. He compares his chaotic behind-the-scenes life with everyone else's highlight reels, feeling small, inadequate, and completely stuck in his stagnation. The blank screen stares back at him, a terrifying void that demands perfection, causing him to retreat into easy distractions. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into months. Yet Jack remains in the exact same spot, paralyzed by his own mind. The weight of unfulfilled potential becomes heavy, a burden that crushes his spirit until he finally reaches a breaking point. One rainy afternoon, a notification lights up his phone, an unexpected message from an old mentor who saw his hidden talent. The message was simple, yet profound, asking Jack why he waits for huge blocks of time instead of using small moments. The mentor introduced a life-changing concept called the 5-minute rule, challenging the idea that meaningful work requires hours of free time. If you cannot commit to an hour, commit to 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is infinitely better than 0 minutes. Jack scoffed at first, thinking 5 minutes was too insignificant to make a real difference in his massive mountain of goals. But the logic was undeniable. Aiming for no 0 days meant doing something, anything, to move the needle forward just slightly. With nothing left to lose, Jack decided to try this strange experiment, sitting down to work for just 300 seconds. He set a timer on his phone, promising himself that he could stop the moment the alarm rang, no guilt attached. He opened his laptop and started typing, the friction of starting fading away as his fingers finally moved across the keyboard. When the timer beeped, a strange thing happened. Jack did not want to stop, because the hardest part was already over. He realized that motivation does not create action, but rather, action creates motivation, a loop that he had finally tapped into. The next day, he did another 5 minutes, and then another, slowly building a chain of small victories against his procrastination. The psychological wall that seemed so high was actually paper-thin, easily broken once he simply decided to walk through it. He learned that consistency matters far more than intensity, as small daily efforts compound into massive results over a long period. His posture changed, his eyes brightened, and the crippling anxiety was replaced by a quiet confidence in his ability to execute. What started as 5 minutes grew into hours, not because he forced it, but because he enjoyed the flow of creation. Jack looked back at his former self with compassion, realizing he wasn't lazy. He was just overwhelmed by the mountain's size. Do not wait for inspiration to strike like lightning. You must light the fire yourself with the spark of small actions. Adopt the rule of no 0 days, ensuring that every single day you take one small step toward your biggest dreams. Whether it is writing, exercising, or learning, 5 minutes is the key that unlocks the door to your future success story. Jack is no longer a dreamer who waits for tomorrow. He is a doer who makes the most of today's moments. Thank you for watching Vital Life Stories. Start your 5 minutes today and subscribe for more inspiring tales of human growth.